ESG and the SDGs. I'm often asked if they're connected, and if so, how. The reality is we have this alphabet soup of sustainability acronyms, and it's often confusing, and it shouldn't be. But SDG and the ESGs are important. They're probably two of the most critical ones. They're two of the ones that can really help to create value. Are they connected? Absolutely, they're connected. And the tighter you connect them and how you manage them and approach them strategically, the more value they're going to create for you and the better they're going to help you with mitigating risk and engaging stakeholders. So let's just back up. What are they? What do they mean? What is ESG? Quite simply, ESG stands for E for environment, S for social, and G for governance. The whole principle of ESG is looking at how your business manages issues, risks, and opportunities related to environment, social, and governance. And it's actually that simple. It's not nearly as complicated as many make out. What are the SDGs? The SDGs stand for the Sustainable Development Goals. They're a set of 17 goals that were adopted unanimously by all the member states of the United Nations in a special session in New York in 2015. And they set out the development agenda for the planet. It's the development agenda for individual countries, for organizations, for areas, and they really relate, because if you look at environment, social, and governance, the 17 SDGs fit in there. Every piece that you report on in your ESG report, your activities will correspond to one or more of the SDGs. They all address environment, social, and governance issues. So the more you integrate them, the more it's going to work smoothly, and it's going to enhance the value you get from them and your ability to communicate to key stakeholders. When taken together, even when taken separately, but especially when taken together, ESG and the SDGs can really help to create value and mitigate risk. They can be integrated easily for reporting and communication. So I was saying, when you're doing an ESG report, when you're addressing your key material issues on environment, on social, and on governance, just take a minute and look at which of the 17 SDGs they correspond with. They will all correspond with at least one, sometimes with more, and note that. It really makes it easy for interconnecting them. The best practice that I recommend for businesses is in the governance section of your ESG report, is to have a piece that looks at your overall SDG impact. Well-run companies, well-run businesses today systematically map their SDG impacts. They look at the SDGs from 1 through 17 and how they are impacting on them. Some they won't be impacting on, some they'll be impacting on a lot, some will be peripheral. But a simple report identifying how you're impacting each of the SDGs can become a really important piece of your governance section on your ESG report. When you do this correctly, when you integrate ESG and the SDGs correctly, it can be extremely valuable at helping you with communication, with reporting, and being more effective at mitigating risk and creating value through your ESG and SDG interactions. It provides you a competitive advantage and a compelling case for many of your stakeholders. So are ESG and the SDGs connected? Absolutely. And the more tightly you connect them in your strategy and your operations, in your communications and your reporting, the better it's going to be for your business and the better it's going to be for your stakeholders.
At the CSR-ESG Institute, we're here to help you do more, be more, and achieve more. Our goal is to make your business stronger, better, more resilient, and more competitive, at the same time as you create social value and support the environment and ecosystems. For more information on how our team can support you, visit us at csrtraininginstitute.com or email our president and founder, Wayne Dunn, directly at wayne@csrtraininginstitute.com. Join us and create value and impact where business meets community.